All right, everybody, we are back at it again with Nat 1 nonsense. We have a couple people who are not in person with us today, but they are obviously online with us today. We are going to hop into the recap. Last session, you guys, while you guys were in the Thieves Guild, a few things happened. You guys, Rectic got a butler named Bobby, who is wearing swallowtail vestures and is out looking for linens for a bed, and also he is the interim guildmaster. After reading the lower half of Rec Deck basically told him to not fuck up while you guys were gone. Continue session. Aside from a few other things, you guys, in a bit, I will take one.
It's like, and the women love spine.
Yeah. One of the a lot of the females have come to really enjoy the presence of Spine Splitter up in the casino. Because of all the old farts touching the ladies, and he's just up there with a knife at people's throats and just gnawing them, like teeth to leg, teeth to neck. And basically just make one wrong move and you'll lose this limb or this appendage or whatever your
and they may or may not have a couple explosive cannonballs.
Yeah. I really need to start asking you what you're doing in your downtime. This was all prior to the third day. One of the other things that you guys did was you guys had some holy water. You guys went around to different. Did you guys go to the temples to get the holy water? I know that. Oh yeah. I know that Sir Thomas made some. I didn't know if that's where you got. I don't remember if that's where you got all of it.
Yeah, we went to.
But basically, you guys were kind of prepping for scary ghosts in the manor of Lady Annabelle. We also had, not going to get too in depth with this portion of it because I want to kind of keep part of it secret. But there was also an interesting conversation between Ook and the high priest during the second day prior to you guys going to the manor, to which later on Reptec actually heard bits and pieces of said conversation, which we'll have to figure out what Reptec's thoughts on that matter are later. Currently, he is portraying a ghost hunter in this manner with a mana crystal. It's just like, spooky, scary ghost. You guys,
I'm so startled.
Just always, your lower half is always in a constant state of screaming. You guys made it to. On the third day, you guys got all your weapons and your gear, your potions and everything. The guildmaster met back up with you and gave you all the stuff that you had ordered and had on hold. So your weapons should be in there and such. You guys made your way to the manor. And it was a pretty easy trek there. A lot of this, a lot of the life, both in flora and fauna, were either deceased or nowhere to be found. A lot of the stuff that you guys were finding along the way in terms of the fauna and just any kind of wildlife that was in there looked like they had been drained. basically just drained of all fluids. They were pretty much shriveled corpses. A lot of their skin was taut and really kind of form fitted to the lean muscle. Obviously, all the fat and stuff was gone at this point, but basically all on the bones and the skeleture of all these animals. You guys did make it to the manor, to which you guys pretty early on found out that there were some weird goings-ons with the building itself. As you guys entered into the front doors, due to something Spinesplitter did by using acid, he burned away the lock, but could hear a very faint kind of like pained screaming coming from both the locks and the chains that were on the door. And as you guys entered, the doors slammed shut behind you, and you guys were able to hear the chains lock behind you again. Something that you found out also in there, something that Spinesplitter found out very easily there, is that as he kept breaking the furniture, it magically reappeared and grew back as he was catching things on fire to start fires and whatnot. But
I was lighting fireplaces.
yeah, you were lighting fireplaces with furniture that kept coming back.
That's fucking
Yes.
source of wood.
Right. An unlimited supply of burnable fuel. Upon entering the main entrance, not the foyer, but the main entrance, you guys were able to figure out that there were three doors that were locked. Yes, three doors that were locked and one that was open that led into the library, as well as a kind of offshoot into a kind of den / like living space. A lot of where Spinesplitter found a lot of his burnable wood. But Book, being kind of afraid of the situation and ghosts, and he's not had a very pleasant experience with ghosts in a previous or a past session. He ended up going into the library preemptively and was kind of hiding. As you guys kind of Sir Thomas made his way to the library as well and started kind of rummaging around in the books after having seen a stone panel on one of the doors that looked like it had etchings in it, but were not legible at first glance. It looked like maybe some kind of light source needed to be used to be able to read it. The stone panel did have an impression of a palm and fingers that would have taken a 5-fingered individual's hand.
Still discrimination.
And you guys also avoided the stone panel in the entirety, and I will say the logic behind Sir Thomas was correct. The key was in the library, but you didn't know what the key was for. You were looking through books, not knowing what you were looking for. And you guys came to find out that some of the books that were in there were magical as you were rummaging through them. Some of them were simple enchantments. Currently, Sir Thomas looks like the physical manifestation of Tyr as part of the. I'm not answering that question, Renee. I'm not answering that question. Jeez.
No.
Get spine splitter and wreck at the moment. We can make it happen.
Right. I mean, technically, you guys could already say it somewhat exists based off what Spine Splitter Rectech does. But we're going to veer off that for a minute. A couple of the books, like I said, very, very kind of not mundane, but, not, aside from one book that you guys interacted with or Spine Splitter interacted with, there was a book that put both Book and the top half of Rec Deck to sleep, to which the top half of Rec Deck was actually able to see part of Book's conversation with the entity within his flail. They both woke up. That is a thing that will have to be addressed at some point between Rec Deck and Book. There is also, I'm trying to see what the
I
other
had
one.
something where I was able to see.
You were able to see,
various,
yes, you were able to see everybody's
names.
true names.
Yeah.
It just doesn't speak anymore.
Mr. Divine Blessed over there, even though
Yeah.
he's cursed.
Yeah, he's able to see everybody's
We
true
got like three
names.
things we're able to do off the book.
Yeah, he was able to see everybody's true name. He became the physical manifestation of Tyr. Something else. And a one-time use of an ability that he can take 3 actions in one turn as time slows. But afterwards, you'll get 2 levels of exhaustion, and you're incapacitated for 1 round, which is what the ruling of that. You guys also, Spine Splitter, having not read the book, threw a book, just a random book, into the fireplace. And as a DM, it was probably the best one that he could have thrown in there, as it basically shot out a bunch of fire bolts at everybody. People did take damage. And the last one that you guys read, which you found out was the key to the stone panel, was a Book of the Dead, and a skeleton had appeared, which you guys, after he spoke with you, you guys found out that this particular skeleton was a former Thieves Guild member that had died in the library, and the information that he left you with was that upon placing the book in the stone panel, there's a slot in the stone panel to place this book, and it is the key for which will unlock all the doors. However, he did say that he died in the library because something killed him almost immediately as this door was opened, when everything was unlocked, and he does not know if his partner that was with him in the manor is still alive. He knows that he made it through the door, but he doesn't know if he has survived. That is where we are at now. And Sir Thomas has placed the book inside the door. You guys hear a loud mechanical, like, kerchunk noise, like if something is being released, like latches are being released. And it also has the sound of, according to the description of this spell, the knock spell, where you hear audibly just as it sounds like someone is knocking on all 3 locked doors, and all the doors automatically unlock on the magical sense as well. They don't open; they're just unlocked now. So you do know that. But
We do
this
not know
is
that they've unlocked. Did you say we do not know that unlocked, or we do?
You heard that they unlocked mechanically, and you know that they have also been unlocked magically. As I believe Rectech was the one that went through and tried unlocking them earlier with his rogue abilities, which he was able to successfully do on the mechanical side of things, but the doors would still not open.
Ghosts are holding them shut.
Yeah, the ghosts were holding them.
Forgot about that.
But you guys are in the main entrance, not the foyer, but the main entrance. If you guys have left the library at this point.
Yeah, we all went back to that door.
Okay, you all went back to that door.
But I did put one of the chairs in my bag.
In your bag. Did you break it up in pieces, or is it a full chair that you just went Okay. Just like stretches into reality like a wormhole and just.
Have you only
Right, so
been
you have a
breaking
chair.
off the legs of
Did we
it?
have any?
Mhm.
Did any of the
What
books
happens
not
if you
get picked
break
up
off the top?
that we
What
were in there
part
with?
did you
You would have to investigate some of the books.
One of
They're
the ones out in the main
above
that destroyed
game,
the whole thing.
yes.
You said it all.
But within the game,
yes.
you guys wouldn't know that
Okay.
unless you kind of investigated for anything else.
Okay.
But yes, as of right now, you guys are. Okay, there it goes. You guys are all in this main room now. And as I said, you guys did hear the loud kerchunk noise.
How's following you?
Just brought the fire over.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring the fire. The fire is following you.
That's why I said Howl's moving castle.
Specters.
It's a flame skull.
I
did also.
The entryway is open, correct?
Dick would lose his shit if he saw that.
The entryway from where you guys entered the room,
And
yes.
where he put the book at the top here is now open, correct?
The door is not open, but everything is unlocked. You guys will have
Okay.
to open the door and actually go through.
We gotta scare the spooky ghosts.
Oh yeah, Rectech did get scared by a skeletal ghost before he left. But just for all the players, this spell only lasts a minute, so you just see him turn into dust as soon as you guys leave the room.
I might have schooled the ghost on scaring my brother.
Alrighty. What are you guys doing?
Luke slowly sidesteps over to the nearest door and just looks at everyone and just,
Oh, the left door?
I'm going through! And just goes on and shuts the door behind him.
Can I see if I see Oak doing that?
So there is
I made
a
myself known. Yeah.
there's a door to the left. Is that the one that you're talking about?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So,
Wait, no, there's ghosts.
all right. So you go in, and you are in a closet with just a bunch of supplies, but they're not.
Why don't you stay there and let's just go do something productive?
Um, but they don't just look like
No one heal him.
normal supplies. They look like herbs and spices.
Oh, even better.
And they look like herbs and spices. And
Is there fried chicken?
there's no fried chicken in here. This is not a kitchen. This is just a closet. But there are herbs and spices. And
Maybe you might enjoy
How
some
many
of it.
different herbs and spices?
Worst restaurant.
well, this is the only person that knows what's in this place is Book.
But the smell
Yeah.
doesn't come out.
How many herbs and spices are in?
Oh.
21?
Yeah, 21 herbs and spices.
But no fried chicken.
No fried chicken. That being said, Book, on the other side of the door, well, on the other side of the wall that you're in, if you can see kind of like the outer lining of the wall in here, on the left side of this, you do hear a couple noises, like as if there is a kitchen in here, but you hear no voices. But you do hear things like pots and pans and things that are moving around, and just clanking around. It sounds like metal and stuff.
We're just going to quickly rummage through this area, more so focused on getting to the kitchen sooner. But just, I'd like to investigate this area.
Okay.
I could check the other door.
You go check the other door.
One above the fireplace.
Okay. That one opens to you. move you in just to see if I left this space unlocked. Yeah, I did not. I need to adjust something real quick. Alright.
We can open up our own KFC here.
Mimic KFC?
I should be able to see.
Doctor.
Yeah, okay. So do you go into this area?
Come get 20 minutes
Yeah, I
breakfast
walk
from the
in.
doctor.
Okay. You do see kind of a let me open this up.
What's the ghost?
Gene, are you?
It's a ghost.
Huh?
Are you able to see
Oh.
things through your phone?
Nope. Like, was there a door where the thing was where I put the book?
Yeah, there's a door right there. It's unlocked. He said, but we haven't opened that.
Okay,
Yep.
See, you guys jumped in. I was gonna open that, so we'll say after you're
Okay.
on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open
Yeah,
that.
Spine Splitter, you see as you kind of walk around in front of you, as soon as you walk through this door, you do see what looks like a staircase. Stairs lead up. Yeah, the stairs lead up, and it does not look like there are a set of stairs that go down. However, to the left immediately is a kitchen area. There's a kitchen area, and you see pots and pans and a variety of different things moving around with no one in here.
I'll go to that entrance right there to look into the kitchen. Are there any stairs? Does it look like there are any stairs going down?
No.
I go back out in the main.
There are no stairs that lead like they're going down, but you can see from that entrance. You can see a dining room on the other side of the kitchen.
How far away from the place where I'm at would the door that he was just in be? How many?
From how
feet?
far you're at, there's a couple, probably like 5-10 feet.
And
so
so then
it's
how
like
far
5
away from the door would the kitchen area be?
About another 5-10 feet.
Okay, so it's within 60 feet of me.
Yeah, no,
Am I
no. This,
detecting any ghosts or paranormal activity? Whatever you want to call it?
yes and no.
Yeah.
So as I said, when you walked into this place,
That's right. I
you
sense all kinds.
you
of
basically
stuff.
were blasted with
Yes.
undead, fiendish, and even
My
celestial
divine
energy.
senses were lighting up like Christmas.
Yeah,
tree.
it was lighting up like a Christmas tree for everywhere. I will say that I will allow for you to kind of pinpoint this area. There are kind of ghosts in these, like they're inhabited and stuff, but they're not malignant.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, or
I-
not
they're
malignant. They're not.
They're not a threat.
Yeah, they're not a threat. They are more just. For Spine Splitter's viewpoint, for what he can see into the kitchen, they are in a constant state of cooking, cleaning, and putting away themselves. That being said, Spine Splitter, in the kitchen, you do smell something very familiar to you.
It's
It is the same thing you ate on the cliffside when you left the lab.
Interesting. I still go back out. Bodies are in the kitchen. That's all I say.
Are there ghosts in there?
Yes.
No.
Pans, pots.
Pots, pans, utensils.
That's exactly what he said.
Um,
Kind of smell. Human, dead. Kind of yummy smelling. Anyway,
it smells roasted.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open the door where the book was. Or where the
Yeah. All right. You guys open this door. Do you go in? Is the question. You can see inside. It looks kind of like a study in here. There are scrolls, and there are a variety of scrolls. There are a lot of ancient tomes in here. There are some not necessarily artifacts per se, but there are a lot of relics in here, as well as kind of prototypes of stuff. This looks kind of like a workshop in a sense, but you'd have to go in to see anything further.
I'm going.
Okay. Is anybody else going in with him?
I grab one of the chairs, set it on fire, and push it into the middle of that room so it lights up.
Okay.
I have a theory. I want to see what happens.
Would you
Okay.
care to let me investigate the room before you go destroy it?
I'm not destroying it. I'm putting light into the room.
Why do I
Not
hear
necessary. I
fireworks?
have a walking light with me.
Well, you kind of blind us.
Yeah, you're getting you get flashbanged by his sword all the time. It's basically like phosphorus. It's just like
And if it does what I'm hoping it does, before it catches fire, the chair will turn to ash, then reform back into its flaming state.
Just wanted to clarify your intentions.
so you throw the chair into this room.
Want to light it up?
Well, you light it up. You throw this lit chair into the room, and as it touches the floorboards, the chair vanishes.
So the light's still there, the chair's just gone?
No. Sorry. Yeah, the lit chair is fully gone. If anybody wants to do either an insight or arcana.
Rek'Tek just yells, "The house is a ghost!" and starts stabbing the floor with his psychic blade. Ship the mimic ship.
23 on insight.
All right, 23 on insight. Is anybody else doing any other rolls?
I've seen that. I immediately fly up in the air, so I'm fine, not touching the floor.
Yeah. I have not yet taken a step in there.
Oh,
Right.
the chair hadn't gone in yet until he goes in because I throw it at him then.
Oh,
No.
That's why I said I thought you had already gone in. That's why I tossed the
No.
chair in. So
I need a history check to see if I can understand if I've experienced this disappearing act with someone in my past.
so if the chair was not thrown in because
We
Sir
don't know any
Thomas
of
did
this,
not
yeah.
go in, then
None of this happened.
this is all. Then I've got to scratch all of this information because
we heard nothing.
you heard nothing, you did nothing.
Yep.
So basically, resetting 30 seconds.
Sorry.
It is still.
No.
It is still.
We'll retcon it. I step in. If I
You step
disappear.
in. All
I
right,
disappear.
I need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
If in fact Sir Thomas disappears, I scream and follow.
18. All right. You actually passed. That being said, you see Sir Thomas walk into this room. Nothing happens to him.
Now we're still throwing
Now
the
you
chair.
throw
Oh yeah,
the
then the
chair.
chair happens.
Chair
You throw the
disappears.
chair disappears.
And I still got a
For
23
the
on
insight,
insight. Yeah.
you can tell that. Sorry, that was my watch.
The ghost.
It's a spooky ghost.
The chair itself disappears with the fire. Everything that was lit up on the fire. With your insight, it's like the chair teleported.
Okay. I will share that with
Look,
everyone.
are you still in the herbs and spices closet?
Yeah.
After seeing Utko in there, I would have followed him into the herbs and
Of
spices.
course you would have.
He
Why don't
said,
you start rolling
Concept.
around in the herbs and spices wrestling?
Okay.
It's going to be
Sounds
simple.
like-
It's not going to be a very
would you
high
rather
one,
I be in
but,
there laying on the vanishing floors?
give me-
26.
You're you're
Okay.
out of the way and can't cause trouble. So.
The
Or it has been
aroma
relatively
in
okay.
this
That's okay.
basically
It's
herbs
your
and spices closet,
Brother from
It's
different
calm.
parents that I'm more concerned about.
Fair point.
almost like it is
That's when we really get in trouble.
It's almost like you're in a wooded area with like mint and thyme and all of this stuff that just smells really good, and it is kind of just centering you. It's kind of bringing. You're not as terrified as you were, I will say, but it is definitely like a. It's like if you take like a relaxing tea, but you're getting like the aromatherapy of it.
Are they just in like boxes and crates?
Boxes, crates.
I grab 2 of the crates and just start walking out, just flat faced.
So crates are only about yay big. I'll say like some of the spices like crates are about yay big. Like there's small crates, but there's also like some like full barrels of some of these like not like giant like 3-foot tall barrels, but like the wine cask looking ones of some herbs and spices and stuff that are in there as well.
I just stack 5 on top of each other and just try to balance it as I'm walking out.
Give me if you're carrying it out with that many, give me a.
That way you can have a visual.
Yeah.
I just realized I was like, oh.
Dex check.
It's the same, we're not connected.
For most part,
It
it
would
really isn't a
probably
big
be a
deal.
dex check. I'm trying to
It's
figure out
nice
what I
to
want
be
to
able
do.
to see
Because I
what's
don't know.
going
It's
on.
not a save. I just want sleight of hand, maybe.
Sure, why not?
Just super advantage.
15.
You said you took 5 of them.
About, yeah. 2 big crates, 1 small crate, and then 2 of the wine things.
Surprisingly, because you are calm and centered, you are like a Zen master right now. You are like holding this stuff in such perfect harmony that the things are not wavering. You are you're like Drax when he's moving real slow in Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just I'm moving so very slow that I am invisible to the naked eye.
Hey, Jared.
Yes.
2 questions. 1, do I see him exit the room carrying all this?
Yes.
And 2, is it so much stuff that I cannot physically see him behind it?
Yes.
I immediately scream out, "Ah, ghost!" and I want to run over and drop kick it. The barrels.
Make an attack.
See, I wasn't the
Yeah.
trouble one here, okay?
No.
Are you making an attack on the barrels? Like the barrels?
Yeah, like he's got them
Okay.
all stacked up, just carrying them, and I can't see him, so I just see a bunch of items, and I'm gonna scream ghost.
Okay.
And instead of shooting them, I'm gonna run over and try to drop kick it.
Okay.
Because he can't see me, he's coming straight at. Oh, God.
No.
17.
17.
Might get rid of
I
the 2
need you
brain
to make a
cells.
dexterity
Okay,
saving
that's
throw, and you have to
Like a dog where you
beat
just see
what
the
you
two
just
brain
rolled.
cells working together just to function. It's like a dog.
I, in
You just
fact,
see the
did
two
not.
brain cells just
Okay.
trying to function together.
Yeah, that's about
You
how
said you will
Nothing but
drop kick
that's
it.
how my
correct?
14-year-old dog is.
Okay, so Rectech comes like full fly kicking,
Yelling the whole time.
yeah, screaming the whole
Like,
time,
nothing.
and feet first into the barrel. You crush one of the barrels, so you are just covered in a dust cloud at this point. But you not only connect with the barrel, but you feel like a solid thud
This is my 14-year-old dog a couple weeks ago.
as your feet connect with Ook's chest,
Ruptured
and
something
you
in
just
his
see his face just go.
Gosh.
Ooh, as it's like he goes from standing straight in like Zen mode to like full V 45-degree
ear.
angle.
Antibiotics.
My armor.
Yeah, your armor.
Crazy
Crunch.
how you
I'll say he hit you at like waist high. right at where you can bend.
Ah, the ghosts are attacking Ook!
And you kind of you tumble back into the herbs and spices cabinet.
Just from the closet, all he hears is, "Why would you do that?"
There was a spooky ghost!
All right.
Luke just
Am I
drops to
hearing
his
all
knees
this
and just.
commotion?
Yeah, if you have it,
I'm gonna step out and say, I can tell you where the ghosts are.
you see
Immediately
Red
point
with
towards the
giant
barrels.
plume of dust. Rectech, I need a
Did
con
everybody-
save.
Oh, we're gonna say move close to him so he gets my +3.
Who's in the plume of dust?
Rectech, because he kicked a barrel of herbs and spices.
Natural 20.
Natural 20? Okay. You're feeling the same effects as Ook did prior to him getting kicked. You're just in a state of zen right now. As you're getting like basically direct contact with this aromatherapy.
So he's in a dust cloud of earth
Rektek sits down, sits straight up, crosses his
right
legs,
next to the fireplace.
and then slowly starts
They're not-
raising off the
they're not
ground
fine.
with the trench coat dragging on the
They're
ground.
not, I will say.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not they're not fine crushed herbs.
Rektek sits down on the ground cross-legged, with the trench coat's hiding everything, and then with
barrels of
legs
water,
still cross-legged,
maybe put some
you see him start
water.
rising back up in the air.
Would be one in the kitchen.
Yeah. I will
Can-
move into the kitchen to look for some water.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can definitely go into the kitchen and look for water. And then what did you say, Rectech? Sorry, I had two conversations going on at the same time.
Advise me to-
In my zen moment, you see Rektek sit down and cross his legs underneath the trench coat, and then while his legs are still crossed, he starts slowly rising back up off the ground with the trench coat still dangling onto the ground. So it looks like he's floating.
Okay. Yeah. And then also, Sir Thomas, you go into the kitchen. You're easily able to get you some water and stuff. Again, you can now kind of see. You can now see what Spine Splitter saw. Just all of these like cutlery and pots and pans just going ham,
Like
literally
Beauty
of
and the
cooking.
Beast or whatever.
Yeah, but they're cooking a full course meal. But there is no one, as you know, in this area. But there is food on the. You can like out of the corner of your eye, you can see there is food on the kitchen table, or kind of already being set on the kitchen table.
Okay. How about a 15 on investigation? Right. Like looking at the food.
It looks like well seared meat.
Yes, I bet.
With a 15, it's like gourmet chef level like cuisine and cooking. The grill marks on these steaks are like perfect. Looks like these steaks would melt in your mouth as soon as you bit
Okay.
into them. And the
Good.
aroma coming from them is potent.
While he's doing that, Ook runs
I'm
over
gonna-
to Rektek and just drops to his knees, like that one meme of the guy lifting the spaghetti up from the ground and slowly shoveling the herbs back into his pockets while softly crying.
That's going to make what I'm about to do easier.
So it is. Actually,
I'm going to take some water,
Okay.
walk back out, and give these three knuckleheads a bath.
A bad. Just
Mm-hmm.
That's, Rec and Deck and you.
You just dump it on us?
Yeah.
I have a question.
yes.
No.
As Sir Thomas is coming out with water, can I sneak back in behind him and go into the kitchen? I'm trying to make sure he doesn't see me do it.
That would
Yeah,
be pretty
you
easy.
can.
would
I
assume.
will say at this point, you guys can kind of smell the food in the kitchen. It is kind of becoming a little bit more.
I'll roll a
aromatic.
perception to see if
I know Sir Thomas is always watching, so I'm finding a way to get around to it.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I got a 17 on perception.
Deception.
Oh,
I need to get this out of my head.
what'd you get?
17.
13
13. Yeah.
for the stealth check.
You see Warren like along the
Say,
wall.
just go ahead. I know you're
Um,
probably going to be up to no good, but what else? Is
Why? Why would you possibly think that of Warren? But do you actually go into the
I
kitchen?
think that of all of them.
But
yeah.
what?
Do you actually go into the kitchen?
I do.
Like the kitchen or the dining room, where all the food is?
What's the first thing I would see going into that hallway?
Oh, so the first thing you would actually see going into the hallway is
The
the
hallway.
staircase that Spine
Yeah.
Splitter saw. that was leading upstairs. If you look to the left immediately, there's the kitchen, where you can see all of the cutlery as well, and all the pots and pans just going a ridiculously fast at cooking. And then further beyond that is the dining room with food that you're seeing plateware kind of like float onto the table with all this food and stuff.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is when I see this in the kitchen itself, I'm gonna yell, "Rec deck, if you want ghosts, they're in here," and then I'm gonna go into the kitchen.
Into the kitchen or in the
In the
dining
kitchen
room?
specifically, yes.
Okay. Did you hear that, Rex?
I draw my guns and I use Sir William as cover. Hear me? Sorry.
I can hear you now.
I pull my guns out and then I stand positioning Sir Thomas between me and the doorway to the kitchen. Use him to cover.
Okay, and you understand, maybe you missed it, I just threw water on you and Hook.
So I'm soaking wet. I stand behind Sir Thomas using him as cover.
Is it your
Am I-
top half that's holding the guns?
Yeah, just normal wreck with his guns.
Does your bottom
Am I-
half have the crystal videotaping still?
Sorry, one gun holding my thing.
I'm about to take out some of these ghosts.
Am I
Yeah,
allowed to
you-
cast Unseen Servant?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, good. I want my Unseen Servant to help with the chores that I've been watching.
Okay. I will say. So is that I'm trying to remember with Unseen Servant, you kind of have like a psychic ability, like a psychic connection with your
Mhm.
Unseen Servant if you cast it.
Yeah, I just give it a mundane command. It's going to be do the dishes, fold the laundry, sweep the floor, utilize other pieces of furniture around the house.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, I will let you have for flavor for this. Just in this instance, I'll let you have. I didn't hear if you had said yes or no, but for this instance, just as long as you're within like the range of the spell, you'll have like a psychic connection with your unseen servant, so that if it says something, it can speak to you and things of that nature. But yeah, no, your unseen servant
Sweet.
is around moving brooms and you Rectech, you see a broom in front of you, just start sweeping the floor. But yeah, aside from you guys just kind of getting deviated from the spices cupboard, cabinet, closet, and then the kitchen and the dining room. You still have the room with all the relics and everything that you threw that chair in that that vanished.
I'm heading back over there.
Okay.
It was going to follow, taking a slight detour into the fireplace to kind of dry off after being doused by Sir Thomas.
Okay.
After just sitting there with his arms crossed, he's going to grab one of the crates and just walk in as well.
Okay.
Okay, so do I need to make another dexterity
You can have a
check?
dexterity
Save. Okay, dirty 20.
All right, you got a dirty 20. I need a dexterity saving throw from you as well.
And you get a +3.
I eye the barrel warily.
You're a barrel wearer. You actually get like cantrip red tech, and you are now a wear barrel. What did you get?
Does an 11 make it?
Does not.
And that's with the +3.
Does a 14 make it? Fuck.
Sir Thomas.
So
You heard something.
I need to make an insight or a perception or something check to.
Well,
I'm already somewhat aware it's like a teleport thing, but
yes.
so
you are aware that
Somebody there seems to be
there were
one less imbecile
heavy
around me.
footsteps. There were heavy footsteps behind you because he was carrying he was carrying a crate with him, so he was kind of making a little bit more noise behind you. And he followed into the room behind you, and all of a sudden the noise, the footsteps just stopped.
Right.
So you can make a
He
perception check.
disappeared.
Okay, I don't think a 3 is going to tell me anything. So
You're not aware. I will say that where is for temporary purposes, book is off the map.
Help, I'm lost.
Much as I would like for you to be able to say something, your voice is not heard.
Oh, I know. Peace out.
But yes, Spine Splitter, you did see him disappear in front of you. Recdeck has been teleported away. No one knows where he went.
Rectech.
Or not
Recdeck.
Recdeck, Ook. Ook
Okay.
with, actually,
Did my crate go with me?
your crate did not go with you.
No! I'm gonna I'm gonna scream out, "Ghost!" and I'm gonna shoot the barrel, thinking the barrel fell from
The barrel burst into a cloud of herbs and spices again.
would those herbs and spices hit me?
I mean, yeah, in a sense,
They
it's
got
just,
Ook.
you just get powdered.
Yeah, Oak just disappeared.
The
Yeah.
ghost
Oh,
got
wait a
Ook.
minute.
I should have.
I have my gleaming armor, so it wouldn't get my.
We are going to very quickly step aside because I want, step away from here for something that I want Ook to see. I know that you guys are all going to see this, but this is Ook specifically.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the spotlight anymore. Oops. This session is rigged.
Railroad.
This is Recdeck's fault. He made me drop my barrels.
Made you drop your barrels.
Made me drop my barrels.
Okay. All right, now I need to bring you in here.
I just saw Jordan soaking wet message.
All right, look. I'm bringing you in now. Now, everybody who has their screen will be able to see this.
Oh.
Look,
Yeah.
I need you to. I need you to make me 2 different perception checks.
Mm-hmm. All right. 13 and a 15.
Both of those are good enough. On a 13, what was it that you yelled to Recdeck? What did you yell to Recdeck? Or you yelled something because the barrel didn't make it with you.
My herbs!
My herbs? You don't hear your voice. You can feel your mouth moving. You can feel your vocal cords contracting.
Just gonna scream out to Misery. What's going on? And just obviously nothing comes out.
Yeah, you don't hear anything from Misery either. With the 15, you see a tall, lanky 9-foot tall creature. It is not facing you.
Father?
It is a 9-foot tall creature. Its appendages are just stringy, has kind of like a hump kind of in his shoulder, but he's very, as I said, his musculature is just very stringy, and you can kind of see him moving a little bit, kind of swaying back and forth, in a sense to where he's just kind of trapped here.
Is the flaming chair in here?
Oh yeah, there's a flaming chair in here.
Okay.
Oh no, that changes things. That changes things.
So theoretically, I landed on a flaming chair.
I had to ask.
Something tells me this isn't good.
I can imagine why you would think that.
I just stare at the spot where he was.
I left my own little marker, guys. You can all tell where I left. It's a good day. Yeah.
Okay. This thing is still. I will say that that changes some things. So the fire, you actually teleport closer to a window. You can see that there are windows, but they are barred, very much like the outside of the mansion was. But as you look out the window, there's no light. You can see from the fire as you look into the window. As you look through the pane glass, you can see dirt. Like you're submerged under a certain portion of dirt. But this creature that you see is kind of just, he's not looking at you. But instead of the swaying thing, he is kind of not quite attacking, but it's like he doesn't like the light, so it's like he's just using stuff in his general area to start like trying to pat this fire out to kind of get rid of it.
I'm going to go up to it and just kind of stand behind it, just looking up.
Are you hiding or just standing behind it?
Just standing behind it. If it doesn't notice me,
Need a dexterity. Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh.
I know you're standing still, but that's the only way that this is going to make sense now.
23.
23? Okay. You see his hand. You avoid this completely. But you see his hand is like reaching for some other stuff. And again, his arms are like super long and lanky. So you see him like, his hands like are reaching like right around you to kind of grab some more stuff to try and put this fire out. But you see these hands are just, his fingers from his fingers are longer than his palm, but his entire hand is almost your full length body. From base of palm to finger, like fingertip, it's almost your body length. Maybe a 6 inches shorter.
Seeing this, not understanding the danger he's in, Ook's going to run up to the fire and just start trying to smack it as well.
Perception check. Okay. He still doesn't see you particularly, but he does see the fire is now moving in a different way. So you see his whole head just kind of like cocked to the side, past the point where it shouldn't, and keeps going.
I've seen weirder shit.
Well, I know.
No, just going to kind of mimic his action as well, just staring at him.
This is funny.
I need you to make a perception check now, too.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. In the corner of the room, or in the corner of this room, right about here, there is for a normal person, a full-length mirror. Like just about 5-6 foot tall mirror, just full length mirror. You look into this mirror and you see its eyes, or what should be its eyes. It is just a white, hazy orbs are looking in your general direction. And now we're going to cut back to everybody else.
I made a friend.
So you guys,
Thomas, save Hook.
so you guys have seen that. At this point, Sir Thomas, you are now aware that it's been a couple minutes. Actually, give me a perception check now, Sir Thomas.
19.
Okay. You have looked around the room, and you can now deduce that the footsteps that you heard were Ook's, because you've looked around the room for the people that you came in here with, and you're one short, and you're missing
All right.
you're 3 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're missing a
Unfortunately.
3-foot red kobold in rusty armor.
I'm going to look at Spine and say, did you see what happened to Look? Right behind me?
He
Okay.
disappeared.
The ghost got him, pointing at the fireplace.
Yeah,
To what, Rectech?
I'm
The
gonna say,
ghost
"Look,
got him.
The ghost
I
got
point
him.
towards the fireplace.
do you want to see if we can go look for him, or you want to say no big loss? Yeah.
I go over and kick the barrel. Pieces of the barrel.
Oh,
Give me a dexterity saving throw if you go into the room and kick the barrel.
No, the one that's outside the fireplace that I shot.
Oh, outside the fireplace. Okay. I thought you went in the room. This was about to be real fun. So what are you guys doing?
so could we actually touch that ghost in the other room?
The ghost in the other room?
Yeah, in the library.
You could have, yeah. But at this point, he's disintegrated. According above game, that spell he only lasted for a minute.
I'll go back into that library, grab a bunch of books, come back to that doorway, start tossing them at the floor.
How many?
Grab like 5 maybe.
5.
I'm hovering. I'm not touching the floor right now.
Like, I don't like this. You see 3 of the 5 books that you had in your hand disappear. 2 of them still land on the. 2 of them land on the floor.
We should probably find him, but I have no clue where he's at.
I know.
Unless we do this. And I hover in and just drop onto the floor.
You just drop on the floor. Give me a dexterity saving throw. This is.
You said you could drop on the floor.
And you'd get a +3.
Okay, I got plus 14. It's 24.
Bump. You hit the floor. I will let you try again, but you can choose to fail it. I just wanted to see how high you actually rolled. And you will be able to teleport if you attempt it again.
I pull a rec deck. I grab my 2 daggers that I have that I don't use, and I start beating on the floor with the daggers where he disappeared from.
Okay. one of your daggers disappears out of your hand. By the way,
Hold on.
we'll get back more to it, but all of these things are just randomly appearing next to you in this room.
I pull out a flask of holy water and I pour it on the fireplace.
You do what?
And that's how I died.
That's how he died.
Stupid ghost.
I was just trying to make a friend.
Recdeck, I need you to roll me a
I'm just trying to be
D100.
helpful.
D100.
This is a 50-50.
19.
19.
You're killing me.
It's raining holy water. Hallelujah.
Why does it burn?
Okay.
Well, I probably should have done psychic whispers before we.
All right. So, did you say you run into the room and dump holy water on it?
You're talking about the fireplace in the room that we're in. That's what he teleported.
He's putting out the fire I put in.
Oh, he's putting out the fires. Okay.
The spot where Ook disappeared, the fireplace.
No. Ook didn't disappear in the room that you are in. He disappeared in the room that is above you, like Ook is in the room where it's like that workshop.
Where we put the book.
I missed that he even went in there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's where you went.
No, I'm not.
I mean, you can still dump the water in and just not go inside.
That's cool.
I'll throw the flask into the room in his general area.
Okay. With a 19 for your luck placed. See.
Absolutely. I think that's double usage, actually.
Alrighty. As you throw the holy water onto the trap, Spy Splitter, you're in here, right?
I'm flying. Well, yeah, I'm on the floor right now, jabbing it with one of my knives.
One of my knives. Okay.
He hit me with holy water, I swear to God.
Okay. As the holy water enters in here,
Possibility.
so you're in here. As the holy water hits the floor, you see something react in this room, and it moves.
It's thirsty.
Very panicked, and it moves towards the corner of it moves to the corner of the room that you're in.
It was not thirsty.
Do you look up?
Oh, I look right at whatever just walked away.
You see a stone statue, angelic in nature, in the corner.
I'd point. Sir Thomas was turned to look at me, asked a question. I just point right in the corner.
Well, I would be sensing a celestial presence, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately draw my guns and aim at the statue. I have put away the sending stone for now.
I just point at the corner. There's some weird looking thing, but if it was celestial, you probably would sense it. So
Yeah,
it doesn't like holy water.
yeah.
Bring back my friend now.
You see this panicked angel. Its hands are covering its part of its face, And you see its eyes open, both terrified and rageful at the same time. Brings its hands down. You see gnarled, not necessarily gnarled, but just sharp teeth in here. And it is going to jump and lunge at you. What is your armor class?
20.
20.
You tanky motherfucker.
And then I can do my action. Oh, fucker. Think you're gonna try to eat me, you little bastard.
You are going to. When it goes to attack you, it puts both hands on your shoulders, and you begin to start feeling light, kind of like dizzy in a sense, almost like if something is being stolen from you.
Oh. That's a bad move.
It was a bad move.
Considering I open my one inside pocket and dump out the holy water onto the ground on it.
Okay. It is going to get this attack off as you are doing this. You are going to take 26 bludgeoning damage from this.
Take what?
26 bludgeoning damage. But I also need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
You get +3.
That makes it 18.
18? Okay.
You said how much bludgeoning?
26. You do pass the save, but with the attack that it did on you, what you were feeling was basically your body was beginning to age in a sense. What? It felt like your body was aging. Like vitality was being drained from you. Now you may do what you were going to do.
Well, two things are going to happen.
Okay.
So he grabs me and attacks me. You need to make a DC dexterity save of 17.
Okay. You said a dexterity.
Yeah, that's 17.
Okay, I did not.
I know that there's like sorts of settings.
He's going to take 13 fire damage.
Okay.
And then
That'd be the only way I could.
I assume it's considered what, an unarmed strike to douse him with holy water?
Yes.
Does a 16 hit him?
16 does hit.
I literally empty one of the pockets that I dumped one of the barrels into of holy water and onto the creature.
Okay. I think it was.
And what I did was hellish rebuke for him touching me.
Yes.
Like animal.
I think the holy water, basically the holy water grenade. I think it was 2d8 or 3d8 or something, like if you threw it at somebody. Roll 4d8.
I don't think I ended up writing that damage down or anything.
That,
I'm glad they were good.
that's 20 points of damage.
I haven't made that mix before. I've made them. Well, I've made them. I haven't used the
I
box
need
mix to make them.
a dexterity saving throw as well. It's gonna have to make one.
You said dex saving throw?
Yes.
I'm really go for it. I have
That's
another box at home
31.
I'm gonna make.
Okay. I passed
So
as
you
well.
guys are my taste
Is anybody else doing anything? Because we're while we're in here, because technically, yeah.
I am, this is showing as a celestial presence,
Yes.
then my hands are tied, yes. I'm staying, like I will work to heal you if I need to, but I cannot engage this thing when I don't know what it is.
I'd love to help.
Hook would love to help, but he's got his own problems.
I'm still in the kitchen, right?
Are you still in the kitchen?
I'm still in the kitchen.
Okay, so the only people that know what is going on is Fearon, Kieran, Rekdak, and Sir Thomas and Spine Splitter.
All right, so here's my thing. If I've noticed that none of them have followed me in at this point, I probably would have gotten on me. So.
Okay.
Which is
You
terrifying.
also, because you were in the kitchen, you don't know Hook is gone.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-mm.
So do I just come out of the kitchen and nobody is there?
No,
Yeah, nobody.
I think Rekdak, Fearon, and Kieran are still in the main room.
Yeah, the main room. Rekdak, are you doing anything?
Yes, I would like to open fire on it.
Okay. All right, you can open fire. Go ahead and attack, and then Fearon.
Bonus action, steady aim.
Okay.
Send it back or no?
32 to hit.
32 definitely hits.
All right, using my vicious revolver, so that's gonna be this. This. Or wait, Rekdak's right next to it, right? Yeah, I don't. Or Spine Splitter's right next to it, right?
Spine Splitter is close to you, but he's right next to the.
That's what I mean. I don't need to study it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How much damage did you do?
I'm rolling it now. I am going to remove one of my sneak attack dice to attempt to trip it as well.
Okay.
The 31 piercing damage. And you need to make a DC 18 dex save.
You said 18?
18 dex throw.
I did not make that.
He is now prone.
Okay.
Bonus action.
All right. Fearon, are you wanting to do anything?
Hold up, I have a bonus action.
I think you bonus. Oh, yeah, you didn't use the bonus action steady aim.
Are there's shadows in this room because there's no light, right?
Yeah, there are shadows. Because you guys technically have not. I mean, there. Well, no, there wouldn't be because of Sir Thomas's sword.
Okay. I'm going to move up here behind Spine Splitter, and then that will be my turn.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Fearon, are you doing anything?
I cast Silent Image and I go back to back with myself and start walking through the room with everybody confused.
I need you to make a dex. If you're walking into the room, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, what? See? Maybe.
Okay. Fearon, you stay.
Does my image stay?
Yeah, the image stays.
Yes.
But you are in this room now with everybody else. Basically
Do I have
standing
aids
next
that
to
work?
Rex, and you see Sir Thomas in the left. You see Sir Thomas kind of off to the left. He's kind of abstaining from this fight. But you see Rectech has hid kind of behind Spine
Fine,
Splitter.
Splitter.
Oops. This a little bit so you guys. But yeah, no, you're in this room now with this angel-esque statue, Spine Splitter, Rectech, and Sir Thomas.
Oh no, an angel. Oh no. Eldritch Blast.
It's Angel.
Okay.
I shout, I come in peace. And then I reach out and I fire. Yay.
That is.
Come on, my little friend. No. I'm probably gonna have to break out something better than that. That's taking too long. So I'm gonna go. All right. 16 and 5.
16 and so 21 damage total.
Oh no. I those were the 3 beams of my beautiful I come in peace.
Oh, so what was the total damage?
Okay, let me. I don't know. I told you. I guess 2 of those hit. I'm gonna assume the 5 does not.
Oh, the 5 does not hit. You said, and then a 16.
Yep.
Yeah, 16 hits.
All right, slow piece of garbage. It's time for me to just make choices. That is 7 wonderful force damage.
Okay. It is starting to look pretty hurt.
Does it look like it believes that I came in peace?
It looks like you're not the biggest threat in the room right now.
Oh, I gotta come harder, herd. That's my turn.
Okay.
Force it out.
It is now. If you're abstaining, correct, Eugene?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're abstaining. Okay, so then it is actually its turn.
Do we need to roll initiative? Or?
I mean, you guys are gonna beat it here next.
Okay.
It doesn't have that very many hit points, especially if Spine Splitter does something else like what he did in his first turn.
He's also prone, by the way. So
it is prone.
Mm-hmm.
So it is prone. So I know it went Weeping Angel, Spine Splitter, Rectech, and Fearon. As long as nobody else is in here, it's just you 4. Or well, is Kieran doing anything, or is he?
Kieran.
he's in the kitchen.
Kieran rushes into the room. He's rolling a dexterity saving throw now.
Yeah, I do need him to roll a dex save.
Hell yeah.
13.
Oops.
Oh, he has advantage on dexterity.
Kieran, Kieran, you see as Kieran runs into this room, your brother, as soon as he crosses the threshold, disappears.
Brother, where have you gone? I look over at Rectech. Ghost!
Ghost! I shoot at the floor where he disappeared.
Boom, boom. Okay, so this is a bonus action of it. Rec deck. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Here, he ran into the room.
I don't think I will.
Everyone's here. You failed.
I'm just kidding.
He disappears.
Wow.
You're in a room with Jake right now.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
And now they're all convinced you're a ghost. I shouted, "Ghost!" And Rectex started
Right.
shooting at the
Wait a minute, if you're not going to roll, rec deck gets dragged into the floorboards by spooky ghosts.
A big old 7.
Big old 7. Alrighty. The angel looks directly at you, rec deck. Technically, it's the top half because your bottom half is hidden. You see this angel's eyes look directly at you. Your fingertips for your top half begin turning to stone.
Oh no.
I just hysterically, uncontrollably start screaming.
Finally, someone other than Viren's getting rock hard.
Oh yeah.
Nicely timed.
At the beginning of your turn, Rec, you can make the saving throw again. But this will be at the beginning of your turn. That was a bonus action. The angel is going to stand up and make a dexterity saving throw. As it stands up, the angel disappears
Ghosts!
and vanishes out of the room.
It's nice knowing you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Very quickly need to keep track of how many people are in this
At least
other
we don't
room.
cast spells.
Good point.
Is my flask of holy water still in the room?
Your flask of holy water?
Yeah.
If you didn't break it, then yes.
I just threw it in there. I didn't unscrew it or anything. I just threw it in there.
Okay, yeah, it's still in the room.
I'll get that when I'm finished dealing with this. I just run up and hold my hands in front of Sir Thomas. Ah! Screaming.
I need to add people to this other room. Very good.
Ghosts.
Somebody that gets me rock hard. This is paradise.
All right.
Summoning bulbous crotch. It glows with power.
Okay. You guys have seen this, or Spine Splitter, Rec Deck, Fearin, and Sir Thomas have all seen this angel just disappear. You can assume that it is going to the same place that Ook and Kieran have both disappeared to.
We all know
Warren,
that.
you enter into the entryway. You do not see Kieran and you do not see Ook. But you do see that the other four are in this little study area. What do you do?
Where do I see them like close to the door, or is it clear that they're like further in? From where I'm standing.
Spine Splitter and Rec Deck are a little bit inside the room.
I'm circling the room just screaming about my hands.
Okay.
Okay.
Warren's gonna walk up to the door, like just at the entryway, and go, "What's up, guys?"
Just to the entryway?
Yes.
Okay. Rec Deck, since you're running around the room, give me a Constitution saving throw, and give me a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, you got +3.
Yeah, you do have a +3.
Sorry, the paladin's been sleeping for the last 10 minutes. So
Sorry.
+3 goes away.
25 on the con save.
Okay.
Or a short
With con save, the stone that had made it up to like mid palm flakes off, like almost like if it was like clay, like you had stuck your hand in clay, let it dry, and then just bent your fingers, and just everything fell off.
31 on the deck save.
All right. You remain in the room.
That's maybe think of when you put that glue in
I
it.
calm down. Just stare at my hands.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, your hands are back to normal. But as you guys are now aware,
It
again,
makes me uncomfortable.
Kieran has disappeared, the angel has disappeared, and Ook has disappeared in that order. You see Warren standing in the doorway and say, "Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?"
Completely unaware of what the hell is happening.
The ghost got Ook. And Kieran.
Jump on the floor.
You jump on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you choose to fail this time, or are you rolling for the dexterity saving throw?
Next.
Huh?
Oh, I rolled an 18.
Oh, you rolled an 18. Well, I'm telling the DC is you have to fail is 15 to teleport. So you can choose to fail.
I don't know what's going on. I can't choose
Right.
to fail.
All right. So you stomp on the floor again.
Mm-hmm.
I
have to roll 3 or less.
Oh gosh.
All right, I stomped on the floor.
You stomp on the floor. All
I
right.
rolled
give
a
me
9,
You rolled a 9.
but that's not with my modifier.
Is that with the +3 too?
None of y'all coming with
That's
me.
automatically included in me.
No,
So
that's
13, so I failed.
13. You guys see Sir Thomas leave.
Oh my god!
I immediately freak out and just start stabbing the ground with my psychic dagger.
I Eldritch blast the ground.
I come in peace, ghost.
Just fucking chaos.
Fucking chaos.
How much do this potion do?
The potions. I think you have the superior.
Yes, we have the
Yeah.
superior.
The best.
I want to say it's like 8d4 plus 8 or something.
Yeah.
But I'm
One
not
second, I have
100%
it
sure.
saved somewhere.
I will tell you.
It's that should be a D4 plus 8.
Alrighty.
8
Here.
Let me bring you guys.
Here's
We're gonna temporarily go back to Ook for a moment while you guys are
Oh, you guys
left shooting the floor.
It's weird.
I should probably turn my camera back on. Oh, it's on. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because I've got the money.
Jack, how many did you say?
How many what?
Dice?
8d4 plus 8.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of thinking about it.
Okay.
We're
Plus 7,
we're
was
not in combat anymore right now.
No, you guys are not in combat. Warren, Rekdek, and Spinesplitter are currently not in, and Fearon are currently not in combat right now. That being said, I'll bring you guys back to the map.
Us, however,
Us, Ewans.
How many of the potions do you have?
Ewans.
I'm not sure I just took one.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I was gonna ask.
So some things are happening.
I think they were in Zach's bag. I just took one because it was there.
Sorry.
you're getting way to
Look.
my friend time.
This being, as I mentioned, you see him looking directly at you in this mirror, this full-length mirror. As you guys make eye contact, you hear 3 books and a dagger. Well, you don't hear this because you're in silence, but you see a book land in front of you. You see a dagger land to the right of this being, and then behind you there are 2 other books, but unless you look around, you don't see 2 other books. And then a couple more seconds go by. You can see in the mirror now, and you see Kieran appear. You see a stone angel going like this, and it appears right next to Kieran. And then you also see Sir Thomas appear behind the being. I will say that the fire is starting to kind of go out at this point, is kind of burning the chair away at this point. So I will say that this fire is gone now. Now there's a new light source in here. And you see the being,
Thomas.
you see the being, like I said, its head had done that to like look for some stuff. It now, you can see it if you look at it, its full head like an owl. 180s.
Seeing
and looks
this,
Sir Thomas.
I kind of go to the side of the creature. Just directly at Sir Thomas. Hoping he gets the message.
Kieran wants to know if he sees the Ook doing the entire moving his hands back and forth.
He sees Ook.
In response, Kieran begins dance party.
Kieran also sees the stone angel appear right next to him.
He immediately stops the dance party, turns and swings.
So already.
Okay, I do not know sign language, so I would not.
It is not in his language repertoire.
Yeah.
Now, while Kieran is attacking, you can attack. You guys still cannot hear yourselves, but you can hear something from this being, almost like it reverberates within inside of you, and you just hear this. And you can, almost like it reverberates within you.
Quick, play it in reverse.
Hi, I'm Paul.
I knew it. Continuing to look at Sir Thomas, I take out Misery and just point at it and just like try to look like I sheath it, and just
Give me an insight roll. And while you're making that insight roll, what did Kieran roll for the attack?
Praying motions, I'm assuming? Yeah. Okay, good. I just check.
Luke's just on his knees.
Okay, dirty 20 on the inside.
The worst time to
I will
get
say that you are getting the gist of him to kind of sheath your weapon for a moment.
I am going to humor Ook for once and retract the blade of light without sheathing the actual aggressive, so I can put the blade back up if I need to.
Okay.
So all the light is gone.
The light is gone.
But I am holding. No, I can't hold a bonus action. Never mind. This is a bonus action. Pull the blade back out.
Or the purple.
You say that every single time.
I know, but I also like the paint splatter.
Okay.
I choose my own background.
I need you to give me a perception check. Both of them.
Shit.
Go. D&D Beyond Dice.
11.
All right.
15.
15. I will say that you're more focused on Ook.
Mhm.
You see as he sheathes his sunblade. This creature has no mouth, but it has muscles that could potentially make a mouth. And you see it begin to form this crooked, wicked smile in its skeleton. And almost behind the clothed skin, you also can see these sharp, toothy teeth
Is this a
behind.
fucking skinwalker?
I'm wondering.
Is there a different type of description other than toothy for teeth?
And you see it's again. It is fully the face is fully enclosed. The only thing that you saw were white orbs, and just this mouth begin to stretch inside behind its skin into this toothy smile as it dissipates into the darkness as he sheathes his sunblade.
Last time I listened to you.
Yes. So you have blind fighting, and do you have dark vision?
Sorry,
Yep.
that was
All
really
right, so you have dark vision. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
You have dark vision. Okay. So you do still see, grayscale, whites, and darks, but this being is not in your vision.
It just takes 2 of the books and set them in the middle of the room. And just like,
In the middle of the room?
yeah.
One of the books disappeared.
I quickly run onto it.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Watch us teleport me even further into something worse. 20.
It's got a DM something going on. You should be worried.
So Thomas, with your dark vision, you see Ook disappear in this room.
I'm going to draw the sun or
Redraw the
extend the
sunblade.
sunblade.
Okay.
And I'll wait and see if that changes anything in this area I'm in currently. Then I'm going to go to where Ook was, and if I can deliberately choose to fail, I'm going to do that. But I want to see if anything changes when I draw the sunblade again first.
Okay. Very quickly. For those of you who are up on the first floor, which is Spine Splitter, Recdeck, Fearin, and Warren, you see Ook reappear in the room.
Ah! Ghost!
Ghost! Elder Blast.
What the?
Actually, Recdeck, give me a.
No, I was saying.
Ooh, what do I want to make this? Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, look at him. Call me Houdini.
21, 24. Oh, no, sir.
You deduce that this is definitely Ook and should definitely not fire upon him.
Do you want any more?
Huge sigh of relief. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, he's definitely corporeal. He's not incorporeal. You see, he's not see-through.
You should test your vocal cords out.
Where'd you go?
Ook.
Yeah. Do you say anything?
Yip yak. Where do you go?
You hear this. You hear this.
Just first off, I'm just doing random signs, just like panicking. You would. Oh fucking Christ! Okay, and I'll just kind of go over. I don't fucking know, and then I'll walk out.
Do you mention anything about seeing Sir Thomas or Kieran still down there?
No, he took away my friend.
Who took away your friend?
Him.
Oh. Oh, okay. Also, I didn't know if
You told me,
yes.
signed to me to sheathe my weapon.
Yes.
You did it.
As I said last time I listened to Kobold, I mean,
Fearin, does you said Kieran
So you have to
or
walk past
Kieran
and walk
attacked
out,
the angel?
right?
What did he end up rolling?
What'd you get, buddy? Rolling now.
Right. A lot of stuff
wasn't
is
gonna
going
stop
on
you.
story wise.
Plus a rage.
We could try.
28.
28. All right. Yeah. You're able to attack the angel. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that's plus the rage. 18 slashing.
Okay. Does he have another attack?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I would recommend he do that.
Yep.
26.
26 to hit. Actually, 28 to hit.
Even with minimum damage, you dust this angel. This statue esque angel.
I still just what the
But
on right now.
Kieran, you
Natural
do
zero.
notice that as you hit this stone angel, your axe does not make a noise when it strikes the angel. Everything is quiet here. And as
I'm sure Karen would notice that.
Use the camera for most of
I mean, you hear it.
your
But as you see, Sir Thomas, you bring your sunblade back out.
Mhm.
You see Kieran having dispatched this angel.
I go over and smack him.
I
Then.
was really hoping.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Just a shot at the dog.
The being is not where you saw it.
All right, I'm going to go over to where I last saw Hook and deliberately fail the saving throw.
Okay. You disappear and you reappear back into the room that is above, leaving Kieran in this room alone.
How high was the PC?
I'm
Then
really
I'm
curious.
going
The
to
sound
everyone
silence.
what happened down there. And I'm going to suggest
You took my friend!
that we all deliberately, knowingly go there, see what we might find.
Okay.
I'm going to explain that it's like a teleportation
Yes.
thing.
So you're saying that to all of us down in the
Yeah,
in the room.
right. I'm going to say to Sir Thundercrotch that he definitely should want to go there if he wants to rescue his brother or whatever they are.
Right. I see you talking, Kieran. Or about to.
Kieran is wanted to let you know that as he stood by himself, he raged and started swinging and beating up anything that was near him that he could see with his dark vision, just rampaging through everything.
Kieran did or Kieran did?
Fearing my
Whichever
big blue brother.
Yeah.
BBC.
Kieran only has dark vision, right?
Oh my.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
just grayscale. So silhouettes.
Oh, I'm
How?
sorry. At the end of my little monologue there, I was then going to step make sure I was in the room and tap my feet and deliberately choose to fail so I'd re-teleport.
All right, before we do that,
DM.
go ahead and give me an insight check.
That's you, bud.
Oh, 4. Solid 4.
Just like real life. Foul.
Oof. Yeah, you're more trying to escape this room, and trying to, get out of here because obviously everybody that you appeared in here with have all of a sudden disappeared. You do not notice that after a couple seconds, the sound starts coming back. At this time, Sir Thomas, you reappear back in this room. Kieran is tearing apart the room. like trying to get out of here. He's throwing over chairs and stuff like that.
There is sound again,
There's sound again.
so I can try to
Yeah,
get the
there's
idiot to stop being an idiot and see.
this one.
Yes. While you're doing that,
This one is so fucking
I'm going to cast the command spell.
literally
Okay.
comes from an ancestor.
um,
And they
have you
guide
do that. Also,
And command
The enchanter.
halt,
Yeah, that's
okay.
these are just stuff
Um,
that they carry
and
over yours.
it's wisdom 15 save.
I'm curious.
Kieran,
And
give
I'm
me
far
a-
enough away from him, he does not get my +3.
Okay. Kieran, give me a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Here, I'll send you this.
20.
20.
The links for those books.
Yeah,
No, never mind.
Yeah, he's still kind of just panicky. He
I'm
still
gonna-
doesn't see.
And he's just flailing away with his axe or whatever he has.
Yeah, he's
Wild.
with his axe tearing up wood, throwing furniture around, just trying to figure out how he can get back.
All right.
As he begins to hear sound again, he starts to regain his composure.
Yeah, you can.
So-
Have you redrawn your Sunblade?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage too.
That made a difference. I rolled a nat 1 and an 18,
Okay.
so that's a 19.
With the 18 and your Sunblade out, you can see.
That creature or something else?
You do not see the creature.
Yeah.
Creature's not in the room,
Yeah, I thought so.
but you can see a set of stairs.
Going
To
up?
you see this. You see a set of stairs going up.
Okay.
On the map, or on there, you can see on Michael's computer. You can see that there's a set of stairs here in the corner where you reappeared, and Kieran is just kind of tearing up stuff down here. But you do see that this staircase goes up.
Once the noise came back, he stopped raging and calmed down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to throw my hammer at him. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He'll calm down. But you see this set of stairs. And Kieran has calmed down. You
Okay.
do not see the creature.
All right. I'm going to approach the stairs. Oh, Michael, while you were gone, I can't remember where we were when you stepped
You
away.
guys all went. He went to switch down to
Yes.
the basement where you or wherever.
Yeah. Ook talked me into sheathing my sunblade. I did that, and this creature then disappeared and was revealed to probably be something that, under normal circumstances, I would have been trying to eliminate. And
You listen to Ook. Oh, that's awesome.
I said, it was always against.
I
It was
made a
absolute.
friend, and he took it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then, of course, I said right from the start, this is against my better judgment. I'm going to listen to Ook.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have,
Yeah. Basically,
but and
the creature basically Cheshire Cat. As soon as he sheathed his Sunblade.
at first I made or his perception or insight where I actually understood what Ook was trying to signal me.
Yeah. He's just like, yeah.
And, but anyway, so then after the creature disappeared, Ook was able to teleport back to where you were,
Yeah. Ook reappeared back in the room with you.
and
Okay.
then I saw that, and I did the same, leaving
Kieran down in the
Yeah.
room alone.
Right.
Oh, God.
and I suggested we all teleport down to where we just were, and then I re-teleported back down there, and sound came back in there. We also discovered that
He's explained that you have to basically choose to teleport.
right,
Oh.
So if you
okay.
choose to.
Okay.
and but now we also see some stairs up from where we teleported to, and so I'm about to investigate that. But I guess I want to see if anyone else is going to choose to teleport down to where we are.
That's
The
fine,
sound is
yeah.
back now.
If
That
that's the
is-
case, then yeah,
Okay.
go down.
Yeah. All right. So you guys all appear down here. For those of you who choose to come back down or come down here,
I always choose to come.
That's why it's your thundercrotch.
And so Kieran. Oak, do you choose to go back down here again? Maybe potentially see your friend.
If he's going down there, no.
Oh, well. So Ook is still up in the room.
Good.
And he's up on the first floor. Warren, what do you do?
I'm going nowhere with that old man.
You did see Ook appear in the room.
Yeah.
You saw Sir Thomas appear in the room and then disappear and has not reappeared again.
I left and went to the kitchen.
And Spine Splitter, you followed after Sir Thomas. So now Spine Splitter has left and fully disappeared.
Okay.
And Kieran has not appeared yet. Fearon has disappeared now.
I'm gonna go ahead and run into the room.
Okay. You can teleport now if you overheard since you overheard what Sir Thomas was saying. So you'll appear in here as well. Spine Splitter here and here.
I was gonna say, does Warren understand what she heard?
Just you're just like follow me.
Other than Spine Splitter, and maybe Fearon is the smarter
I
one?
follow by example. If I see him run in there, I'm
Yeah.
going, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Fearon is a smart one. Rectic, what do you do?
Right.
Do you follow?
Just me and Ook left in the room.
Yeah, it's just you and Ook left up on the first floor.
I'm gonna walk over to him and I'm put my hands on his shoulders, just stare him dead in the eye, and then
I look up.
attempt to teleport through while holding on to him.
Yes.
All right, so Ook, are you choosing to go with
Is that
him?
driving towards the wreck deck or Sir Thomas? Both. Okay.
Are you choosing to go with him, or are you refusing to go down?
Fuck it, fine.
Okay, so you guys both reappear here.
Peer pressure's a damn thing.
Let's see, you guys appear in here.
Are you holding misery or is it sheathed?
When have I ever sheathed it?
Okay.
He only
Wisdom save throw
imitated
15.
for what?
Command spell. I'll just throw this empty.
8.
Drop.
Drop the weapon?
Yep.
Can't.
Shit. Forget I did that.
Yeah, he can't
I
drop
don't want to
misery.
waste the spell slot. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. There's-
It is a cursed weapon.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Oh, and I probably couldn't remove curse wouldn't work. I assume.
It would be.
Well, I mean, technically it would.
That would break the attunement.
It would break the attunement, which means you would then have to re-roll another.
But see, I don't know, but I'm oblivious, so yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I'm just my curiosity because of the true name thing is
Right.
so that's the only
He
reason
misses
I'm starting
misery
with
and
these.
targets the armor instead.
That would be
Oh,
no. We're just saying I can do that.
I forgot because if you unattuned to that thing, oof.
Technically, no. It's only when
It's
I
only
take it
when you
off
take it off.
and put it back on.
All right, so you guys are all down in this room now. Sir Thomas, you are still aware of the staircase. Did you say that you were going to investigate it?
Well, now that everyone is materialized, I'm going to point to the staircase.
Okay.
And say, shout out about the staircase.
Okay. Yeah,
And it's a staircase up. You said right?
it is a staircase up.
Okay.
Is everybody following, or is anybody going to investigate the door that is still?
Oh, I didn't know we had another door. I wanted
That
to
one?
investigate.
Well, if you go up the stairs, you will see a door.
Okay, so
Oh.
there isn't a door.
Yes, there's a
On
door
the-
up here.
Okay. Well,
I'm
Is
gonna
that
go
a
check
door?
the door out.
You go check the door out.
I'm gonna
Okay.
check-
Do you attempt to?
I'm going to make sure then if she's going up towards the door without having a rogue check it, I'm going to make sure I'm at least like 15 feet back from her.
Reload map. You are being slow. There you go. Yeah, so Warren goes up here. I know obviously it doesn't show, but it's like cut off, but there's a door like right by here. And then Sir Thomas, you're right next to her to give her a bonus.
No, I am not.
Oh, you're
He said he's
not.
staying 15 feet back from me.
Okay. Okay.
Self-preservation.
Um,
Travel long enough with the
all right,
party.
go ahead and give me a Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand.
I need to burn these dice.
The dice.
What's your class again, Leon?
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Why don't you just run at it with whatever your weapon is, trying to bash the door down?
You didn't.
That's
That's-
stereotypical of you
That's
to
probably
say.
what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. That's probably what's gonna happen
Fair
next at this point. 13.
13. Do you attempt to open the door? What are you doing? Like, what was the? Are you trying to unlock it? What are you trying to do?
I'm just kind of trying to see if the knob will jiggle, if I can just pull it out.
With the 13, the door handle turns all the way.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it then.
You gonna pull it?
Yeah.
Door doesn't open.
Do I feel any resistance, or like what happens when I try to do it?
Give me an insight.
What the f is going on with these dice?
As long as you beat a 10.
No,
No.
that was a 5.
I mean,
Hold on.
Right.
This
Do I
one's
see
going back
her
into prison.
Struggling with this door if I'm about 15
give me
feet
a
away?
perception check.
Can I like more frustratedly go like this again and see
17.
what happens?
17. You see she's pulling on a push door.
All right. I don't see. Okay, I'm just gonna move up, close it, and say, try pushing it.
For the purpose of roleplay here, Warren looks at him and goes,
Push the door.
Yeah, if you push the door, it opens.
okay, she's gonna back up like 2 feet and go, just kicking it because she's annoyed.
You kick the door.
I kick the door. Not with the intent to destroy, just frustration kick.
Barbarian stereotypes.
Yes,
Yeah.
frustration kick, not a
yeah.
destroy kick.
Yeah, you open the door, it swings open. You guys are in you see a kind of like a corridor with stairs, but it doesn't look like you're on a set of stairs that look like they connect into a going up. Like if you walk through the door, the stairs go to the left,
Mhm.
and then if you look through the door, it banks left and then goes right. But these are not the set of stairs that you saw. These are not the set of stairs that you saw down by the kitchen. This is kind of a closed off room.
All right,
One
I'm
second.
gonna
Hold on one
follow
second.
her so that I am stepping into this through this door.
Okay. I'm gonna say, ooh, an adventure. And I'm gonna start sneaking through the hall.
Dun, 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 dun.
dun, 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 dun.
The role was just to make a decision about whether I wanted to be an idiot or not. And just go straight run
Should have
through.
just embraced it.
I was gonna do full on sprint through the hall and stairs, but then I was like, no, let me make a decision here.
All right.
Ooh, that's the hardest I've rolled all night tonight.
Okay, crowd you guys all into this little corridor. Is everybody else following Sir Thomas, Warren, and Hook?
I would follow Sir Thomas into the depths of hell.
I can help you with that.
And my brother follows.
Oh, that's not
I
right.
don't know how to do
Draco
jokes on
Libre is not in this
you right
in
now.
this session
This
yet.
is from the movie Animal House with the guy sneaking
Around
around,
transporter.
jumping
I
around.
know what you said. That was hilarious.
That is definitely me.
Draco
I love Animal
Libre
House.
is
I
not
haven't
in
seen
this
that in
session.
years, man. I sound old as hell saying that now.
Movie couldn't be made now.
Mhm.
No,
Would be
no.
canceled immediately.
Animal House would have been immediately axed.
Okay. Do you guys
In fact,
go
it was mostly
do you guys
making
go
fun of
up?
conservatives, but it's still
The rest of the stairs?
Yeah, I think a lot of people
Yeah,
struggle.
probably.
Yeah. All right. You guys come to another door at the very top of the steps.
Mm.
What is Warren gonna do as she's leading this party up
Oh,
the stairs?
God. Why am I leading the party?
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna learn by example and try to push this door.
No,
This one's a pull.
you should try
It's
to
gonna be-
indicate if it's discover
just-
if it's push
Mhm.
or pull first.
Jiggle it nice and
It
good.
takes a while for her to learn. Okay.
I know.
What is your intelligence?
Hold on, I gotta remind myself of this one.
Enough to walk.
Either
Enough to
the
walk.
An 8 with
I'm
a
gonna
negative
guess
1
either the-
modifier.
second or third lowest in the group.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right about that. You
We're tied.
but you go to open the door.
But okay.
I'm gonna try
Question
to
is,
push
are you
this time
higher
for the
push?
sake of.
or lower than?
All right.
Chris's
Yeah.
character?
The door opens with a push.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn around and look at Sir Thomas and just go,
Mm.
and then keep going.
Alright. So Warren walks through.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, paced as fast as ghost
Assuming the
bound.
rest of you follow behind her.
I'm next in line. Yes.
Okay.
Shuffling.
Did you hear what I said?
You
I turned
guys.
around and stuck my tongue out
I
at
need
you.
to bring you guys in here.
Huh?
I turned around and stuck my tongue at you.
I'm just gonna say
Uh,
petulant
Michael,
child.
just so that I'm bringing you to another.
Yeah.
Just in case you wanna-
He's
Well,
Look
yeah, I
at-
might as well embrace.
Um,
I'm basically the dad.
This room that you
So-
enter in structurally
adopted
looks
children.
like the main entrance that you guys were on the first floor.
very strange family.
But there aren't any of the doors. There's no fireplace up here.
Damn it.
You assume that you're on a different floor. Nothing looks the same. And immediately in front of you, as you enter out of this stairwell, there's a hallway directly in front of you. Down.
I'll walk over and check it out.
The hallway. Okay.
Before everybody splits up, I'm gonna use psychic whispers.
Do what?
I'm gonna use psychic whispers so we can maintain a connection.
Psychic whispers with who?
Up to 4 creatures. So I'm gonna do Look, Sir Thomas, Baron, and Kieran.
Sir Thomas, Kieran, and Kieran.
So we are psychically linked for 2 hours.
Is it just individually linked, but with 4 creatures, or is it like a network where everybody can do what everything is saying?
I'm sharing illicit thoughts with all of you.
Rules as written, it's between me and them individually.
Okay.
Good.
Theron thinks he's sending illicit thoughts to everyone in the group, but he's really just sending them to you right now.
Well, I didn't say anything to anybody, and I haven't spoken to anybody's mind. So I just all of a sudden start receiving his normal thoughts, which is the
basically,
same.
Fear
He's
and
just always thinking about that anyway, so I just start getting.
You're hearing the flooding of Theron's just normal, everyday thoughts.
Because they're my direct thoughts, does he get to have sensory experiences like smells?
I temporarily cut off the connection or mute the connection from his end.
just for Theron. Okay.
And immediately regret doing that.
Rectac, give me a wisdom saving throw. Or no.
God damn it.
I want this to be wisdom or charisma. Give me a.
If it's for any sort of control, I think charisma.
No. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Plus 3 is 7.
7. Alrighty.
Or, I'm sorry. 9. Not
9.
We're rolling great tonight, guys.
Rectac.
Yes.
I'm gonna say this. Look, I know you haven't really specified this. I'll say that you probably have a conversation with Misery. Whether you hear anything back is, but I'll say that you probably just randomly will start talking to Misery now that you've met your dad, your infernal dad.
Father.
Starting to have like conversations and whatnot.
It's just stuff like, so where did you work before this?
Yeah, you hear, look, just
Tell me about your job.
Yeah. You hear Ook just talking randomly in his mind, because he's obviously not saying this out loud. He wouldn't dare, he wouldn't dare say anything out loud, especially with Spine Splitter around.
Or frankly, if I heard some of this
Right,
stuff.
yes. Or Sir Thomas. That being said, you're hearing Ook just kind of talk in his mind, asking questions and whatnot, and this time you hear a response. You hear, Ook hears the response, but you hear a response back to Ook via your psychic connection. I will say that this voice sounds familiar based off of your dream that you and Ook shared in the library. And the voice just says, well, becoming an arch grand devil, or a grand archdevil, but before that, I was really worked my way up to where I am now. But I started in the pits, and kind of was just kind of customer service for all the souls that made their way down to where bad souls go. But I kept at it, and I betrayed a lot of my other coworkers to get the position that I was looking for, and I kept scheming and conniving, and sooner or later I made my way into the position of a archdevil. And thanks to the gift you gave me, I'm now a grand archdevil.
It was just kind of writing like notes in his mind on like this, just like a whiteboard, and it just like betray friends, connive, deceive.
So as the group's walking, I just kind of slow down a little, gradually slow down, so they walk in front of me, and I'm just like staring wide-eyed at Hook, like, and I'm trying to like play it cool, nobody notices, and I'm just like.
But you don't say anything mentally, correct?
No.
Okay. You're just hearing this.
I didn't temporarily mute his side of it, because last time I was in somebody's head and they talked, I got really scared.
Yes. So you're just hearing the conversation between Ook and his weapon. But you know that it's the voice. Actually, you would probably have you would have an inkling of who you thought it was, because in the dream you saw Ook talking to somebody. You still don't know who they are. I will say that you haven't heard the name yet, because the conversation that Ook had with the high priest was just you by yourself.
One of the things, just writing on the whiteboard: more priests, more souls, more seeds.
Yeah. This is all stuff that you're writing, but it's not a visual. It's just an audio, thankfully. But then Rectech kind of mutes the connection for a minute because just again, last time he's in someone's head, they yelled at him.
There's a reason Warren was not selected.
Yeah.
Seed.
But you guys are. So you guys have had this psychic link established. Nobody knows it except for Rectech, but and then obviously Spine Splitter, you always have your psychic connection with Rectech. That brotherly bond. So look, you walk into the hallway, right?
Yep.
You see at one end of the hallway there are two doors. To your, if you're walking into the hallway from where you came, the two doors will be on your left. That lead somewhere. There is an opening down here that you can see kind of light pouring through. But here are the doors that I was talking about. Those two doors there. And you do see another door over here to your right, as well as an opening up here as well.
There?
Yeah. But there are openings here, here, and here. But this here is a door, and these two over here are doors.
He just starts counting on his four fingers, like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Fuck it, I'll pick a door, and I'll just go over here to that one. How fucking dare you?
Okay.
And I'll wait for other people to choose their paths.
Okay. Does anybody else decide to go somewhere else?
I just float right there next to Rec Deck.
Just park it right next to Rectech. All right.
I'm hovering, yeah. I just stay next to Rec Deck.
You're not touching any more floors.
I'll follow Ook. I'll follow Ook.
You'll follow Ook. All right. Rectech goes over by Ook, and Spine Splitter is in tow.
I'm following everyone
I
else.
politely ask Spine Splitter to hold my sending stone.
He's asking you to hold his sending stone so he can still do the ghost hunters. Spooky ghost!
Ook, be careful. There might be ghost here.
Rack out of the corner of your eye, you see something scurry along the wall, and
Oh my God! Did you see that? I'm so startled right now.
With a rat.
I get real close to the camera, like I'm so startled right now.
It's a rat.
It's a rat, but Rectech didn't see it. He just saw it scurry.
I shoot it.
Okay. I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
Just on my crossbows.
He just
I've
throws
been
the sending
egging
stone.
Find
at
it. Yeah, I'm going to make you roll for it. Go ahead and roll for your crossbow attack.
Just at the instant.
I want to see
throws
how
the sending stone at it.
badly you obliterate this rat with.
Which one? Okay. So we're using this one.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Well, I'm not sure which one to use, so I rolled the dice to see which one.
I just want to see how.
I rolled a 13 with
How
a
much?
vicious hand crossbow.
How much damage do you do?
Do I hit it?
It's a rat. I would hope you hit it with a 13.
I think that was 11.
11.
It takes 1d6 plus 5 and then 2d6 additional.
13.
You pin it to the wall. It is dead.
Is it dangling or dripping blood?
Yeah.
Walk!
Yeah, Rek, you see a. Actually. Yeah, Rek, I'm not going to make you roll a perception check. You were busy looking into your sending stone, so I will say that you didn't see this. There is a rat dripping blood with an arrow it pinned to the wall. Looks kind of like a voodoo rat.
I'm not scared of you, ghost. I spin around. Hey.
I just tried to hold that back, but I think it kind of spit all over my monitor right there. I was trying to hold that back, laughing.
Can I spin back around real quick? I'm like, hey, ghost, did you touch my ass?
Touch your ass. What do I want to do? What do I want to do with this?
Mac is having the time of his life.
He's enjoying this. I can see.
Mm,
He was head popping further.
roll a dice to see how many more appear.
There's a dance card. So the kobolds all told for dexterity. Can they all do a dance party?
Rectech, as you say that you're not scared of it, and then proceed to ask, did you just touch my butt? Ghost, did you just touch my butt? 8 more racks run underneath your feet.
Sir
I
Thomas.
jump higher than anybody's ever seen. Ah!
What's he do?
He says he jumps higher than anybody has ever seen.
When I come back down, I just start stabbing.
Rex vertical, his bottom feet reach about where you're flying. These are like 12-foot ceilings, and he almost hits his head.
My ass off. Of course you are.
Ghost rats!
Good brother.
Ghost rats.
Can Warren reach up behind Rectech as he's distracted and touch his shoulder like this?
Yeah. Give me a perception check with disadvantage, Rec, because you're starting to become a little paranoid.
I didn't hear her. What is she doing?
She wanted to tap you on the shoulder after you jump back, like after you come back to Earth.
Perception with disadvantage?
Yeah,
21.
21. Okay, you know that it was Warren. He's got a really high perception. I forgot about that.
Damn, I keep getting that.
I'm a fucking skill monkey rogue. Everything's fine. And I still fail sometimes. I don't know how it happens.
What were you gonna say?
I'm going to go through the.
Warren, watch out. There's ghost rats.
Okay.
If they try to over me.
Okay.
Because I'm getting so disgusted with the children's antics. Yes.
Ook's just looking at Rec, very confused now.
Right. Did you end up going through the door? I know you said you were waiting for other people to decide.
No, because all Ook saw was Rec came over and then just started jumping about, stabbing the floor.
So I'm going to push past all of them and try to go through the door.
So, Thomas, watch out. There's ghost rats.
There's ghost rats.
Those are called rats.
I'd go in
They're
there.
not ghosts.
Okay. So you go in there.
I don't know.
Trust me, I do.
All right. So Sir Thomas and
Pretty sure they're
Book
ghosts.
walk into this room.
I'm sure they're rats.
Yeah, ghost rats.
I'm sure you're maybe a little paranoid. And your
You guys
brother
actually,
is playing around.
you guys
with
actually picked an interesting room to enter into.
That's a great sign.
Well, visually interesting. This room is a very, very disheveled and destroyed bedroom in the sense that it looks like something had transformed in here, and all of like the bedding, the bedding, the mattress. There are drapes that are hanging from like the top banisters of this bed frame are just all torn. There are claw marks in the floorboards.
Okay, 19 on investigation when we get to that.
I'll say that this is with the 19. Nothing looks like anything is living here currently, but
Is that a closet?
this was a violent transformation in this room. Something happened here. You also see in some of the, since you rolled the 19, kind of intermingled with the drapes that are torn, there's a very fine, almost silk-like strands that are hanging off the off like the banisters and the bed frames and stuff that are kind of intermingled with these like drapes, curtains, kind of things. But yeah, no, this room does not look like it's been lived in for a while, but it is severely destroyed.
Okay.
There is a window up at, according or with here, it's not really showing. But on this side, just so that you see
Sorry.
here, where my finger is, or where my pointer is, right here.
Oops.
Oh no, on my notes. Right about there, there's a window.
Take notes.
Yeah, no, quick, take notes. Yeah, that's old from like the first moment that you entered in here, so this is all irrelevant now.
We can see if we missed anything.
There is a window that you can see out up towards the top portion of this bedroom. If you walk, do you walk up to the window or anything?
Sure.
Okay. You can see outside the window. Again, very much like on the first floor, all these windows, they do have the metal bars that are kind of interlaced outside the windows, but you're up on the second floor.
You need to be on a basement.
So, Sir Thomas, give me an insight check.
8.
Is that with what's your aura do?
Nothing. Insight.
Oh
yeah.
My passive insight is 15. I
Oh,
believe.
your passive insight? I'll let you have it. I'll let you use your passive. I didn't realize you had a high passive insight.
I've started to do that because I discovered something where I think older editions paladins were considered to have like a being good at detecting people who are lying or not. Yeah.
So yeah.
So
the
with a
brain of,
15,
mind shielding comes into play.
the order of the floors doesn't make sense to you. You guys were on the first floor.
And then
you were
down.
You were teleported
down.
to a teleported to a room that looked buried.
Right. But now we're up above where we
Now
started.
you're up on the second floor, but you only went up one set of stairs.
Right. I will disclose that information to Spine Splinter. Yeah. So she says, "We need to go down."
While
I
he's
know.
doing that, he's gonna go into this room.
Okay. There's a door immediately to the left. In this little closet area, you do also see a small chest here,
Just burn the fucking
a
house.
wardrobe, a
I'm
chair
on a
in
mission.
here.
After my mission has been completed, you can
Well, if we
indulge
burn it
door
to the
right here.
ground, then that means the basement should be right below the rubble.
in all the pyromania you want.
I'll open the chest and check the drawer first.
All right, so you open up the chest and check the drawers.
Just seeing if there's
Maybe
anything
you
in there.
should even use hellfire.
Technically doesn't burn.
I was just looking to use the term.
Oh no, I appreciate
letting
it.
on I know
He actually says there's
you're a
good
warlock.
present
So
Sir, you
Unless the
scandal.
house attacked.
I saw that. I don't know what I saw, but I saw it. No, I didn't.
I have no idea.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm
I'm
scared.
going to exit the room that I was in
So
and
startled.
move over to whatever room Ook was moving over to.
Ah, I saw that.
Oh, is it not showing up anymore?
Nope, you. I think it's in that little darkness spot there. Yeah, I thought so. I like its teeth. Should really brush more though. This mimic has a cavity.
Yeah, I tried the
What is your AC?
those
now?
goldfish.
20.
Beer battered
20?
goldfish that came in the water.
Not getting crunched.
Have you tried the Old Bay?
Crunched.
No, I have not tried
Getting
that.
crunched.
As you open up the
People
chest,
said they actually taste good.
as you open up the
Gold Bay
chest,
from Creole.
a long,
So-
slimy
I've never
tongue
actually had one.
punches you in the
If
face.
we had, I was gonna say, if you had
Um,
jambalaya or
and you
anything like that,
take
it's
9
actually,
points
yeah,
of bludgeoning damage.
It's like an old stable in Creole cooking.
It kind of
stuff
stares
like
at it for a
I've
moment, just
seen it a lot with,
blinking.
seafood boils and stuff like that.
Yeah.
whack.
I'm only really starting to eat a lot of like some more spicy foods in the last few years.
Okay, let me.
I've never really been like a spicy food person, so
That being said, after it punches you in the face, because it is a mimic, the tongue affects. It has the adhesive ability, so there is now a just giant tongue stuck to your face,
Hell yeah.
and it is pulling you closer to it. Yeah. For those of you who are not aware, he opened a chest and it's a mimic, and he's about to get eaten.
Yeah.
Can I see that from where I'm at?
Did you go into the closet?
I said I
I'm
was
in the room.
following him to wherever he was going next. So I will come on at some point.
Yeah, I think that you would see this, Rectech.
Shoot with the lasers.
The ghost got Uck again. And I immediately unmute Luke's half of the psychic whispers, just in case he disappears again.
Because you unmute, you also hear in Ook's mind the other voice, just like, help us! Not to you, but you just like, my champion's about to get eaten. What am I gonna do? Ook, fight it off!
Ook just asked, have you ever been torn like this? And then I'll attack it a bit.
Most of the time I do the eating.
22 to hit.
22 obviously hits.
Total of 12 damage.
12 damage.
12 damage. On the first attack.
Okay.
Yep. Two more those hit. 40 damage. On the next two.
Oh, that breaks up.
Yeah. After it punched you in the face with its tongue, you fully, just out of like sheer panic, and with you being in proximity of it, you bludgeon this thing into splinters.
With a louder kind of like.
I will say
I
the
just
tongue,
pulled the tongue off.
is still kind of like slight, like unless you pull it off, it's very much like just it very just like stuck to your cheek and face.
Just with a loud. I just.
Clicks.
Is that a tail, Look? I need tails.
That's what I was gonna do. Rhett, thank you for reminding me because my brain fully went off.
This whole time I'm like, I've not come across a single creature with a tail.
That rat had a tail.
A worthy tail.
The voodoo rat had a tail.
No. We already established it doesn't have a rat.
Listen, man, you're in a panic in a haunted mansion.
I run into the room and I cut off my own tentacle just in case.
Yeah, so you go in the room. Ook is wiping his face after taking the tongue off of the mimic's tongue off of it. But you do see again with Rectech in here now as well. There is another room, or not a room. There's another door here. This door has dust on it.
Watching all this.
This door has dust on it, like it's not been opened in a while.
Thwack! And just cloud of dust.
Cloud of dust. The door on rusty hinges falls down, and inside you see ores in here that looks like it could be used to transmute stuff, as well as another chest.
I open the chest, hoping it's not another mimic. Then again, why would I check
Surprise!
that?
Another mimic.
It's a surprise.
It's a horde mimic this time.
Rectech, do you go in here with him as well?
Yeah, because he's being
Okay.
attacked by ghosts.
All right, so you.
And I'm about to, don't forget, I'm filming everything above Rectex.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah, he's
You're
my
filming this whole thing.
cameraman.
I would not have allowed Ook to get too far out of my sight.
Okay.
So I'm there as well.
Look, you open the check. This is. I am picking up a dice, but this is not a D20 to attack. I'm going to tell you that right off.
This time.
This time.
So far.
Where are the dice that I'm looking for? This one. And this one. Actually, I want one more.
I don't think that hits.
All right. In here, you find. We'll put these off to the side.
For how many minutes to win?
I don't know why I'm giving you more of this, but well. You would think I would learn, but I don't. All right. In this chest, you find 9 rubies, 2 sapphires,
Jesus Christ.
7 emeralds, and 800 platinum.
My eyes glaze over.
So,
All filmed.
Rex starts getting twitchy, standing in place.
Can I have the green ones?
I quickly just shovel it all into my arms and just run out.
All of it?
Yeah.
Pick up all the shinies and
Yep.
run.
And I'll
can I
stick
have
my
the green
foot
ones?
out and try and triple.
Spunkfoot is asking if he can have the green ones. Holding the
I
mask.
take the green one. I'm gonna box it. Go back to filming.
As soon as he walks past me, I run over to the chest and look in it real quick, see if there's anything left.
Who took the platinum?
I did.
Oh, you took everything.
I just
Okay.
scooped all of it.
He took all the shine.
Rectech, he took all of your shiny coins. Yeah, that's what you guys find in this room, aside from like some of the ores and stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically everything that's in this room. That little area, the mimic, and this just destroyed bedroom.
I feel like there's some sort of lore importance here that I'm too dumb to understand.
Do I see the destroyed bedroom?
You do.
Oh, Fearon's already been here.
I walk over to the bed and sniff the bed, trying to remember all the good memories of the past.
It smells like Jiraiya.
What's that Star Wars ability, psychometry or something, where he can
Yes.
touch something and see the past?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh God!
Jiraiya.
Obviously, we're not going to get too much more into this, but as you guys exit,
I don't know. I think
as you guys exit the bedroom here, the destroyed. Yeah, I know. As you guys exit the bedroom, as you guys exit destroyed room, look.
Yes.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I really don't want to. How about a fucking 3? God damn it.
Again, you hear or you feel Lord. Again within your your chest begins to reverberate as you walk out this door.
I walk over to Sir Thomas and stick my finger at him. Don't do it again!
And that's where we're going to end the session. We're going to end the session here, boys and girls who were watching. That was a weird exit. But we are going to end the session here, everybody. We get to have another session in this manner. Spine Splitter confused about the floor layout of this building.
Well, you think I'm willingly holding a ring camera from
Yeah. You should just, as a joke, just be like, "Hey, we're on candid camera." But yeah, tune in next session to see if the kobolds are able to finally make it through this manor. And see if they can't find the.
More like to see if Sir Thomas was able to make it in there despite the COVID.
But yeah, everybody, again,
He
thank
loves
you
us.
for joining us tonight. Everybody, thank you again for watching That One Nonsense. You all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.